For someone who's new to investing or has never started before, it can be really scary and intimidating as a whole. So that's why in this video, the strategy I'm going over is recommended by so many people and so many financial advisors. It is called dollar cost averaging. In this video, I'm going to go over why it's beneficial to dollar cost average, the short and long-term effects, and why I specifically endorse this investing strategy. Hello everyone, my name is Jack Murphy, and what is dollar cost averaging? Dollar cost averaging is the practice of investing a fixed dollar amount on a regular basis, regardless of the share price. So what does this look like? This could be investing $50 a month into an ETF and then just doing that consistently no matter what price the ETF is. So what is an example of this? Well, an example of this could be taking an ETF like VTI, for example, and putting $50 into it every month regardless if it goes up or down that month. Now this actually does have a lot of benefits over just investing all at once. When you're putting money into something every month, you are spreading out your capital and buying at different price points. If, for example, VTI was to go down over the course of a couple months, each month you buy, you are buying at better value, but this does go both ways. In this example, I'm going to assume you buy VTI over the course of 5 months. In January, it's $50, February, $55, March, $48, April, $45, and May, $43. At the end of the 5 months, it is down from its original price point in January. So if you were to use dollar cost averaging to invest $50 a month, your average cost per share would be $48.20. But if you just bought lump sum at the beginning, your average cost per share without dollar cost averaging would be $50. So in this scenario, dollar cost averaging actually saved you from some losses because you bought at a lower cost per share. But what if the stock were to go up over these 5 months? Then what would happen? Again, in this example, you're buying VTI over the course of 5 months. In January, you are starting at $50, goes to $55 in February, and March is $58. In April, it's $60, and May, it's $61. So over the course of the 5 months, VTI went up in price. Buying with dollar cost averaging, your average cost per share would be about $56.80. And if you just bought all in the beginning, your average cost per share would be $50. In this example, dollar cost averaging made you lose some profits. So that is the trade-off with dollar cost averaging. You are potentially losing some profits, but you give yourself a lot more security and give yourself the potential to make profits from a dip in the market. The emotional benefit. I think this is really underrated in how valuable it is because emotion is the cause of most problems and most bad decisions in investing. Because when you make emotional decisions, you're not using logic. That's just how humans work. What puts a lot of people off from investing is the risk of just losing all your hard-earned money right before a recession or a big dip in the market. Dollar cost averaging really prevents this problem because if you start investing and then there is a dip in the market, you don't lose all your capital up front because you only have some of it invested. A lot of your next payments are going to be at better value than when you started. You actually recover a lot quicker and you'll make more profit in the long run if you start investing right before a big dip in the market. You also don't have to constantly check your portfolio or try to pick a good, perfect position to put your initial investment in because you're just constantly buying the same amount in consistent intervals. And a lot of brokerages can automate this for you and take out all the manual labor completely. Investing with dollar cost averaging, short term versus long term. In the short term or right before a recession is when dollar cost averaging is most effective. This is because you don't have the majority of your capital invested. Any major changes in the market, for example, a big dip because of a recession, won't have a huge effect on your portfolio, and you also have a lot of time to recover and make more profit because you get to buy at better values. Long-term investing, you'll actually make more money just lump sum investing, putting all your money in at the beginning. That's because the market historically always goes up. It always has gone up over long term and probably will always go up in the future. Dollar cost averaging will still make profit because the market's going up. It is reduced volatility, so you'll make less profit. So why do I still heavily endorse dollar cost averaging if you're going to make more money lump sum investing? I personally believe whatever strategy is going to keep investors in through that rough period in the beginning, that hard part in the beginning where you may lose money, I think is the better option. I want people, especially new investors who are probably watching this video, to be encouraged to stay in and feel safe and secure about it. This is not a bad thing, but the reality for most people is they think short term and a big loss in the beginning will demotivate them. and stop them from actually receiving big gains. So it's just better for starters to dollar cost average, in my opinion, and that is why I'm endorsing it. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to see dollar cost averaging in use, check out the other videos on my channel. Dollar cost averaging is a strategy I use for my own portfolio. Peace.